People and migration. Introduction. Hundreds and thousands of people move to urban location for education, employment and better opportunities. You require some support for migration to take place, but over time people go to new places, develop relationships with new people, understand and live in a diversified culture. Measures and classify migration patterns. Migration arises out of various social, economic, or political reasons. For identifying a person as a migrant, two criteria are used by the census: birthplace, place where the person was born; last usual place of residence, a place where the person had stayed continuously for a period of 6 months or more. In India, according to Census 2001, about 307 million people have been reported as migrants. Migration can happen due to many reasons. While females report marriage as the most common reason for migration, employment or seeking employment in the most common reason for males to migrate. Most migrants move only for short distance. Out of 307 million migrants, about 259 millions migrated from one part of the state to another part, that is, from one village or town to another village or town. Rural-urban migration. People migrate from rural areas mainly due to insufficient employment opportunities and adequate or inadequate income available in rural employment. For some people, for rural areas, moving to cities and towns to work in industry and other services activities has been recognized as a natural response to increase their income for better family activities, prospects, etc. In this process, they have opportunities for education, take up new jobs and acquire new skills. Towns also appear to offer greater freedom and somewhat less discrimination based on caste and gender. Many families have residence both at their origin and at the destination. They shift between the two places depending on work and seasons. Migration does not necessarily involve movement of all members of the family, and often the wife remains in the rural area. Remittance money sent by migrants from their destination are an important means of supplementing or generating additional incomes for the rural family. Urban migrants use different job searching mechanisms depending upon their skills and educational qualifications. Contact and network are crucial for getting urban jobs. In fact, villages pre-arrange their jobs from rural areas to come to urban areas through their contacts or network. They keep close ties with their rural areas for a variety of reasons. Migrants also pass on the urban opportunities to that rural areas so that potential migrants can engage in rural-based job search. Seasonal and temporary migration. According to National Census surveys, every fourth person in India is migrant. This may be within a state or outside. However, it is significant that rural to rural migration has been increased. Some of these may not captured by census that data because the period of stay is often less than 6 months. Sugarcane cutters of Maharashtra. Maharashtra is one of the popular states in India which produce sugar. Large-scale sugarcane cultivation began here in the early 1970s after the Koyna Dam was built. A study estimates that about 650,000 laborers migrate from central to the western Maharashtra for sugarcane cutting each year. The sugarcane cutters camp for the season in clearing earmarked by factories. These are the vicinity of the fields. Each family is provided with a bamboo mat and poles, which are converted into small colonial hut or kopi. The work units move to the fields in the early hours of the morning where they cut cane throughout the day, about 1.5 ton per person. The man and women cut the cane, remove the leaves and throw it on the ground. The child takes the cane and puts it on a pile. The piles thus made are then tied into bundles, carried on the head by men and women, and put on to carts. A large section of rural works migrate for a short duration and particularly due to distress caused in the rural areas. They are mainly agricultural laborers or marginal farmers in their place of origin and mostly belong to low-income households, Dalits and Adivasis. Construction sites in most urban areas depend on migrant workers. A large section of such migrants are from tribal communication and from drought-prone areas of the state. Seasonal migrants are not only poor but have little or no land at their native place. The National Commission of Rural Labor, in its report in 1990s, found that uneven development and regional disparity triggered and accelerated seasonal migration. What happens when people migrate? Migrated laborers spend more on food as they cannot get food grains from their fair prices. Shops at their workplaces as they live in harsh circumstances and in unhygienic conditions. They suffer from health problems and are prone to disease. When employers do not follow safety measures, accidents in industrial areas and construction sites are also common. Migrants are not able to access various health and family care programs as they do not belong to the organized sector. In this case of women migrant workers, there is no maternity leave. When families migrate, children accompanying their parents do not have crutch facilities. Grown-up children are not able to continue their studies at their parents' new workplaces. Schools in their native place refuse to take them again when they come back. They finally become dropouts. Migration leaves a considerable mark on the migrants also. Exposures to different environment, stress associated with it, food available and social atmosphere leave a deep impact on migrants. Most migrants, and particularly those going for a long-term send remittance, in some regions of India nearly one-third of households depend on the remittance sent by the migrant members. International migration. One-third of the world, 200 million international migrants, less than 70 million people, according to the United Nations Development Programme, moved from one developing country to another. International migration from India is of two types. People with technical skills and professional expertise have migrated to countries such as USA, Canada, UK, Australia and other developed countries. IT professionals, doctors, and management professionals are an example of this type. The second type, international migration, is unskilled and semi-skilled workers migrating to oil exporting countries of the West Asia on temporary contacts. Almost all the workers come back after a specific period depending on the employment situations in the destination countries. During the last few decades, Saudi Arabia and UAE have been major destination for most of the 3 million Indian workers in the West Asia. Also important is the impact of the international migration has on regions of the migrants. For the families of migrants, the impact is visible as they are able to pay back loans, buy assets, and the standard of life improves. The E-Migration Act 1983 is the Indian law governing migration and employment of the Indians abroad. It also lays out conditions to safeguard the interest of workers emigrating for employment. E-bases set up by the Indian government in different countries are expected to follow the legal procedures and protect the welfare of the international migrants as given in the E-Migration Act.
మా వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.